Around about a month ago, I was reading through the book of Leviticus as part of my daily Bible readings. And I think on the day when I came to chapter 19, I must have been a wee bit tired. Because I was reading the passage, I was saying the words, but nothing was going in. It was the visual equivalent of in one ear and out the other. But then as I was round about halfway or 3/4 of the way through the chapter, one phrase just jumped out at me and hit me straight between the eyes. It was the phrase, "I am the Lord." Because I suddenly realised that I'd read that phrase before. So I went back to the beginning of the chapter to see where else it appears. And this is how Leviticus chapter 19 starts off. "And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to all the congregation of the people of Israel, and say to them, You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. Every one of you shall revere his mother and his father, and you shall keep my Sabbaths. I am the Lord your God." And as I read back through the chapter, I came to realise that the phrase, "I am the Lord your God," or just simply, "I am the Lord," appears over and over again. After each commandment or group of commandments, it's there. In fact, it appears over 15 times in just 39 verses. So why is it repeated so often? I think it's repeated so often because the Lord wanted to remind the children of Israel who he is, what he's like. When he says, "I am the Lord," he's reminding them that he is the God who created all things. He is the God who sustains all things. He is holy. He is righteous. He is just. And so on. But in many ways, that remembrance of God can seem remote and distant. But he also says, "I am the Lord your God." He's reminding them he is the Lord. He is their God. He is the one who made that promise to their father Abraham. He is the one who heard their cries in Egypt when they were slaves and came and rescued them. On the night of the Passover, it was the Lord who stood in front of their doors, who passed over their door to stop the destroying angel coming in. It was the Lord who parted the Red Sea and let them escape from the Egyptians. It was the Lord who gave them manna and quails in the desert to support them. But more than that, he is the Lord their God who was going to eventually lead them to the land of Canaan, the land flowing with milk and honey. He was the Lord their God. And it's the same with us. I can't get that phrase, "I am the Lord," and "I am the Lord your God" out of my head at the moment. Because it reminds me that God is still God. He's still the Lord. He's still the creator of the universe, the one who sustains all things, the one who knows what is going to happen and why things are happening, even when we don't. But he's still also the Lord their God. He's my Lord. He is the one who loved me so much that he sent his Son into the world to die on the cross, as we remember today on Good Friday, to die for my sins so I could be forgiven and put in relationship with him. He's the Lord their God. He died also for you. And it's good for us to remember that he is the Lord. He hasn't changed, even though times may be a bit more chaotic and uncertain at the moment. The Lord is still the Lord. He's still in control, and we can still trust him and follow him because he is the Lord our God.